Hi, my name is Ashley Jackson. I am an Special Olympics athlete. I have been in Special Olympics for 10 years. I played softball, volleyball, basketball, table tennis, soccer, bowling, and golf. I have won many medals. My most recent medal is a gold medal for the state volleyball tournament. Thank you for considering volunteering with Special Olympics. In order for Special Olympics to be successful, we need volunteers like you.
Special Olympics is a year-round sports training and athletic competition for children and adults with intellectual disabilities. Intellectual disability is a term used to describe a person with certain limitations in cognitive functioning and other skills. This includes communication and self-care. These limitations can cause a child to develop and learn more slowly or differently. An individual has intellectual disability if he or she meets 3 criteria. First, IQ is below 70. Second, significant limitations in 2 or more adaptive areas, skills that are needed to live, work, and play in the community, such as communication or self-care. Thirdly, the condition is evident before the age of 18. People with intellectual disabilities and people without intellectual disabilities are more alike than different. Athletes with intellectual disabilities learn at a slower pace, however, they do learn. Working with people with intellectual disabilities usually requires no specialized training. Good sensitive human relations are the basics to working successfully with athletes with intellectual disabilities. A common misconception is that Special Olympic athletes need to be talked down to or talked to as if they were very young children. While athletes' reasoning abilities may be delayed, talk with them and treat them according to their age. Along with fun, we encourage behavior that is appropriate to the event. Appropriate behavior and sportsmanship are 2 skills emphasized in Special Olympic training. If you have questions, just remember that behavior that is not appropriate for persons without intellectual disabilities is not appropriate among persons with intellectual disabilities. Athletes thrive on receiving encouragement, but let them take the lead as to what type of recognition they are comfortable with. Pat on the back, high five, handshakes, fist bump, etc. You should also be comfortable setting your own limits and should caution an athlete if an action makes you feel uncomfortable as well. As a volunteer, you will want to do everything you can to respect the dignity of the athletes that you will meet. Respecting dignity and being sensitive to cultural differences is probably as important as anything you will do as a volunteer. As you perform your volunteer duties, don't be afraid to ask coaches or other volunteers for help if you see a problem occurring. There are many opportunities for volunteering for Goose Creek Special Olympics. You can help us set up, monitor athletes, keep score, be a timekeeper, assist at stations, lunch crew, clean up, and there's many more. Volunteer Code of Conduct. Provide for the general welfare, health, and safety of all Special Olympic athletes and volunteers. Report any emergencies to the appropriate authorities after first taking immediate action to ensure the health and safety of the participants. Follow the established rules and guidelines of Special Olympics and/or any agency involved with Special Olympics. Not engage in any inappropriate contact or relationship with athletes, volunteers, or other participants of Special Olympics. Volunteer's Oath. I promise to give the time in my life so that Special Olympics athletes can have the time of their lives. I promise to support Special Olympics not just as an expression of charity, but as a form of respect for my fellow human beings. I promise to spread the word of volunteerism because in giving, I receive so much more in return.
Outlaw! Outlaw!